Alright, so what we have here is Metroplex, finally getting this guy out of the way, both figuratively and literally, because he's huge. He's just been in the way, so you need to get this box out of here, figure out where on the shelf he's going to go, and then take care of it. Alright, what we have here is the MP10 Optimus, a 12-inch scale G.I. Joe, and a 6-inch scale Black Series Boba Fett, just to show you how big this box is, and it's huge. Let me get these guys out of the way, and we'll actually take a look at the artwork and stuff on here. Alright, so we got some really cool artwork on both sides. It's the same on both. This is my pretty side because that's all beat up and doesn't have the disclaimer stuff. Now, when you turn it around there, you'll see what I was talking about. It has a warning and all that stuff on there. And everything is kind of beat up on the edges and all that. But yeah, it's the same on both sides. You saw the that end down there. This one's got the Autobot logos. It's got a nice handle for carrying. And then you get the 30th anniversary, and then down here is a big sticker that says Comic-Con. It's just a big sticker. So I don't know if they're going to try to do this box with the Japanese version, or if they were debating, or why there's a sticker on there, but that's just kind of odd. And then the box, all that stuff. Hopefully all this stays in focus. And then, of course, on the end it just says Transformers. Alright, so we'll pop this guy out and check out the inner box. Alright, just want to talk about this real quick. This shows what it includes, which is Metroplex, of course, Scamper, 2 blasters, 2 projectiles, and 12 non-converting minifigures, which they were part of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version of this guy. It tells you that it is number 1 of 30. Collect them all. So 2014 is going to be 30th anniversary of Transformers, and they're going to do 30th anniversary figures. Metroplex being the first once you take the outer packaging off, you get a instruction sheet. It's pretty big. It's a big poster. I haven't unfolded it yet, but I'll show you it comes packaged. It's like kind of loosely stuck on this piece of cardboard. So you got the artwork again on there, the instructions, and then once you get the instructions out of the way, there's a piece of cardboard and a nice foily, metallic-y instruction sheet, or not instruction sheet, sticker sheet with all the lights and doodads and readouts and looks like engines and logos and all kinds of awesomeness. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it on. I'm not going to put them on for this review, but I'll wait and see if I don't get the regular version of Metroplex, and I'll end up stickering him out and all that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm starting to get greedy here, but yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so now we're one more layer closer to having Metroplex loose out of the box. See his full size of his name down there. He's huge. The packaging itself is 26.5 by 22, or just shy of 22 wide. You can see all of his, well, not really all of it. You can see most of his accessories. So you got Scamper and weapons and stuff in there. See the back side there, helipad. See all the little ties I got to undo there to get them out. Kind of show the artwork there. Got some retro designs going on. Alright, so let me undo all those tags, and then we'll check them out loose and all that. Alright, and we got Scamper. He's kind of blending into the black background there. You can see Metroplex's toes. Looking kind of weird. Yep, here he is. Has his little red gun on there. Has like nice dark blue windows. Has some silver pieces on there and some dark gray and all that. You can definitely see his robot kibble on the bottom, which isn't really a problem because, you know, it is Scamper. Visually easy to transform. Do it on camera real quick. Take the little gun off there, and then all you really got to do is pop the arms off the sides like that, and then you pull the legs out, which they're kind of folded over, and those 2 little tabs right there fold up into I guess like the butt area. I don't know. Do robots have butts? I don't know. And then you just kind of got to rotate the little crotch area out, Then you flip down the chest, and there's a tab that will fit into that slot, like that. And that's pretty much it. Just got to twist the arms so you have elbows that bend the right way. And that's Scamper. He does have ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, no waist articulation, ball jointed hips, and a ball jointed knee. So that's pretty neat. Put his weapon in his hand there. And that's Scamper. Also, his weapon does have a second tab on it. You can see on the end. So if he needs to hold his weapon like that, he can. It's also will also plug into different ports on Metroplex. He's got stuff all over him. But there you go. Quick look at Scamper. Okay, so with the San Diego Comic-Con and the Japanese version of Metroplex, you're going to get 12 little non-transformable, they're kind of like, what was that, muscle guys, or like the, just like single little, you can see what I got there, just little one-piece figures. Monochromatic, purple for the Decepticons, and red for the Autobots. Something that's interesting is this is part of the 30th anniversary, the Thrilling 30, and I'm just wondering if some of these vehicles aren't part of that. This is a Thundercracker here, and he also comes in his jet mode. Now, according to the Transformers Wiki, this is Megatron as the big B-2 bomber there, and then he's also over here in his robot mode. And the same with the vehicles. We're going to have Orion Pax in the middle. Let's see if I can actually show it. I'm not going to open these up. So we have Orion Pax. We have Trail Cutter, as opposed to, was it Trailblazer from G1? And Bumblebee. And then on this one we got Hoist, which this is the same exact truck as Trail Cutter. They're the same exact. The only thing different is the back. This part right here turns into a shield, and then this has got the attachment on there, the tow truck attachment on there for him. And then when you look at it in robot mode, let's do that real quick while I'm talking about those guys. So here goes Trail Cutter here. You can see he's got that shield that was the back of the truck right there. And hopefully this is some kind of focus right there. And then Hoist. That's cool. And then there's the Megatron. That was the B1. And this is the Orion Pax. Right here. Let's see, is that right? Yeah. This is the Orion Pax. And he has like a cool axe right there. Even though it's super floppy and all that. Hopefully you can kind of see the sculpt. And then we got Bumblebee. That's the back of Bumblebee and the front of Bumblebee there. But yeah, it comes with those 12 figures, and I'm just wondering if those aren't part of the Thrilling 30, part of the 30th anniversary of the Transformers. So, time will tell. I haven't checked out like all the stuff, all the future releases and all that. I'm not like, I didn't get to spend as much time in the Hasbro booth as I wanted to. Just so crowded and stuff. So, sorry about my reporting skills. I'm a little lacking there. But anyway, you just get to see these guys. And in the Japanese versions, you're going to have silver Decepticons, and you're going to have gold Autobots. But it's going to be the same figures. And that's the only difference, probably aside from packaging, with the Metroplex Japanese version and the Metroplex San Diego Comic-Con version. Other than that, identical. Same chrome, same dual guns, just different colored minifigures. There you go. Alright, next up is going to be a Metroplex and his, I think we're going to go with a Battle Station mode. Alright, well I hate to do this, but I got to do it all as handheld, but here's Metroplex in the vehicle mode, or was it Fortress mode, Battle Fortress mode, something like that, in the G1 toy. But you see, I got my G1 Optimus and my Classics Optimus, sans shield arrow thingy that goes on top. I did lie and broke out the Orion Pax figures, the truck and the robot mode, just to kind of show you that a little bit more. And then we got Wind Charger and Outback, I believe is their names, I forget. But anyway, just to show you how big this guy is, and I had to fill his arms, otherwise it was not going to fit on my desk. The instructions have you put one gun like this, and you can pivot it up and down. But then since I have two, I just kind of balanced it in his lap there, and it kind of sits between his two antenna guns. You got Scamper here, can sit in that chair, or you can, if I don't break his leg off again, I already lost his leg down inside of Metroplex once. Yep. Come on, let go. There we go. And you can like stand him up behind here. Has like a little flip up thing there. You can stand in there. Has a couple of things he can put his hands on. Right there, like that. That's cool. And yeah, so that's the vehicle mode. Has all kinds of guns on it. It has like the little ball jointed crane there with a little claw and all that. Has a couple places you can stick vehicles down here, so you can put your little Legends class vehicles down here for transport if you wanted to. And that's like the size of the ones that come with it, like that. Also the Deluxe and the G1 Optimus fit on it pretty well. I mean, you know, he's supposed to be like city sized, and so of course, you know, these guys aren't going to be at a scale and all that, but yeah, it's on there pretty cool. Not too bad. Got the ramp there, and that's really about all it has in the in this mode that I've figured out. But there's so much stuff you can do with this guy, so I don't know. Maybe I'll play with him and do like a director's cut. But just to show you what the official instructions have, here is Metroplex in vehicle mode. All right. Alright, and now we've finally got this sucker into city mode, and this guy is still massive. Yep, I got my G1 Optimus tucked underneath there, and you get your little mini bots and Deluxe and the little non-transforming guys that it gave you. Just show you, like, you know, the scale and everything and all that. Gun. Put my extra gun, just kind of set it over here. But yeah, pretty crazy. So, yeah, I mean, has pretty much all the same features as you had in the vehicle mode, just that now you have the legs splayed out and opened, so you can use those as repair bays. You know, you have like a entrance right there you can drive through, up into the repair bay there and all that. This one has a ramp, which doesn't quite go all the way. I mean, it kinda goes in there, but not really. So I just kind of prop it up like that. And these each have like a ramp that goes out the back, right there. Ooh. So, kind of cool. Yeah, so there. Metroplex in his city mode. And he really does look like a city now, instead of just a town. Alright, real quick, cool. One thing they left out in the instructions is you got this tower right here that extends up, and they don't really... Now that I pushed it in, I can't get it out one-handed. But yeah, you saw me push, there it goes. So you have a tower there that extends up, and they don't show you to do that in the instructions. So that kind of helps a little bit. I don't know if they just left it off, or what the intent was there, but yeah. You can pull that out, and it makes more of a little bit taller tower. There you go. And finally, we get Metroplex in his robot mode. Now, just for some measurements here, the top of his antenna is about 22.5 inches, and then the top of the gun over here is actually 24.5. So he's over 2 feet tall, which is pretty cool. As far as articulation goes, he's got a head swivel. His little mutton chops there getting in the way of his head turning all the way around. Well, that snap closed. Yeah, there it goes. Now the antennae are articulated, and that puts up his visor. If you can ever figure out how to get the doggone thing to stay, it keeps on dropping. I don't know. There's got to be a fix for that. Yeah. And then as far as his arm articulation goes, he's got a nice clicky shoulder on both sides. He has a swivel bicep, super clicky, a nice clicky elbow, and then he has a swivel wrist, and he has an articulated thumb, and each finger is articulated at the first knuckle there, as well as the hand will pivot in, and it rotates also. Then moving on down, he's got a waist swivel, nice and clicky. And then after that, it starts getting kind of funky. Now he does have your basic swivel out and swivel forward and back hip, but they're a little loose. So if you're trying to put them into a dynamic pose, I mean, I have them on glass, so it is more difficult. But if you try to put them in a dynamic pose, they start slipping all over the place. Even his knee isn't as nice, thick and clicky as I'd like. And then he has like a thigh swivel there too. And then no like toe articulation or anything. So in that respect, I mean, it's cool that he has all the articulation, but the legs are a little weak. I have no problem standing it up at all. Sit there and do that and mess around with it. And he's not falling over. But if you're doing like dynamic poses and stuff, it's going to be hard to get his legs to hold. He does have actually has 4 guns. He has 2 black ones that attach onto his shoulder via a tab and a hole there. I don't know if you can see that all the way, but essentially what happens is this tab post goes into that hole, and then this tab fits into the gap right there and just snaps right in. And you can take this and you can fold it down like that, and you can give him some kind of funky pistol, because it will fit into the grooves. Like so. And you have a pistol. It doesn't quite fit in there as well as the, for whatever reason, doesn't fit quite as well as the red guns, but you can do that. You can put this in there, or you can stick it on his shoulder. And more than likely, if I display him, I'm going to take these off. And then the red goes on the same way. You just have this big thick part of the T right here. This one not really thick, I guess. I guess this part's thicker. But this part of the T can fit into either side of whichever hand you put it in. And you can kind of curl the fingers around a little bit. And he can shoot the camera just like that. Pretty cool. And of course you can dual wield, like I said already. Both the red guns are the same with the Comic Con version. Now with the regular version you only get one. I think the Japanese version is going to be the same. It's going to be the same. So. And then one more feature is this sound. He has a cool little voice chip, but the problem is, like, the chest and the eyes should like stay lit the whole time. That would make it a lot better. So we'll go through these.
Target synchronizing initiated. Target obliterated. These Decepticons scatter like cowards. Kill all or one.
Yep. So I think that's all of them. So yeah, pretty cool. So 150 bucks. Let's talk about that real quick. Considering he's coming out retail for, now I've seen it posted between 110 and 130. Now, if you get it for 110, you're going to pay tax, so we'll just make it 10%, so it's 120 bucks. If you don't pick it up at retail, like Toys R Us, which I don't see Target or Walmart carrying this, it'll be at Toys R Us, and you know it'll be more expensive. It'll be like 130. All right, at Toys R Us, you just know it because that's how they are. They'll price match, but who are they going to price match? But anyways, so we'll just say you pre-order online, like your Big Bad Toy Store, for 110, right? So then you got to pay $10 tax, so that's 120, and they're going to pay another $15 or $20. I haven't checked out his weight and all that stuff online yet. So we're already talking, 135, 140 bucks for the retail version that does not come with the chrome thighs and only comes with one gun. Plus you get the bonus little dudes, with the Comic-Con set. So for 150 bucks, 162 because they charge tax, I think it's totally worth it. Plus you get it early, and it's already marked off your Christmas list. So for me, it was a win-win. The Japanese version is going to be however much more, but it's going to be the same thing as this. Same thing. I don't know if it's going to have an American voice chip. But it's going to be the same exact toy. So I made my choice, and am I happy about it? Yeah, I think so. I think it's good. Try and get him to stand here with both guns out. There he goes. Sort of. So anyway, there's my my take on the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con Metroplex. A little early release for the 2014 Thrilling 30 action figures. He's one of the 30 they're going to do, I guess. So, what's my rating? I'm going to go 9 out of 10. The price is okay. I've already explained that one. I mean, you can get them cheaper, so that's fine. It's going to be the same mold, no matter which version you get. It's going to be the same action figure. It just depends on how much bling you want. Which I wanted the chrome because it's more G1 toy accurate. I'm only marking a point off because the legs could be a little stronger, and the voice chip eye thing could be done a little bit better. They could have had the light stay on. They could have had an on switch, off switch. There's stuff they could have done a lot better with that. So, but still, it's over 2 feet tall, and he is awesome. So if you don't have one, you know what? Get one.